Hey guys, welcome back to Lone Star Hobbies. Today actually I'm going to be going over my TRX-4 High Trail F-150 Ranger Blue Edition. This guy right here, fantastic crawler. I actually kind of got it turned into a tow rig at the moment. I've got this little guy right here and I got my trailer that it connects to. It's fantastic. I actually really love the setup of it. Got the rear bumper replaced with a metal bumper just because the plastic one, it just sagged way too much whenever I had a decently heavy load on the trailer. So I kind of had to go with something a little bit different and really liking it. Got magnets underneath the bed right here so stuff kind of stays, so it can kind of magnetize to it and I don't have to worry about it kind of bouncing around out of the bed of the truck really too much. Don't have any lights, exterior lights or anything like that on it at the moment. I do want to get some. I don't know, we'll kind of see how it goes and kind of take it a day at a time on that one. But I just kind of want to go over some of the upgrades that I've done to it, and later in the video we'll kind of show some footage of it driving around. But one of the first things I'm going to go over is the controller. I went with the FlySky 7-channel controller and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Of course, the stock TRX-4 has 5 channels and it's all used for the throttle, steering, and then you have your 2-speed, which I have done to this switch right here. And then I actually have the rear diff on this switch right here, and then your front diff on this one. I know they're 3-position, but you just all the way forward locks it, all the way back unlocks it. So that way I can control each of them independently. That I absolutely love. The 6th channel I connected to this guy right here, and it is actually for the winch that I installed in the bumper, and I'll kind of show you a little bit more about that in just a second. All I kind of did was just drill a little hole through it, and I'll show you the mount in just a moment. But I love that. And then the 7th channel I will be using in a little while. Whenever I get a kit that I have eventually coming in, I'll make an updated video of what I use that 7th channel for. I think y'all are going to like it. Don't want to give it away too much yet, but I think y'all will like it. Alright, let's go ahead and take the body off of it and we'll kind of go from there. Alrighty, using the clipless body system is so stinking easy to do. I love just being able to do that and not have those stupid body clips coming out of the top. So Trax is for the win on that one, 100%. Here's the winch that I got right here. You can kind of see it comes through right there, and then I drilled a hole underneath so that way it can kind of come out straight right there. The only issue that I had installing this winch was because the winch is located right here, it actually interferes with the body mounting system right there. So there's actually this tab that comes out a little bit, and so I had to take the Dremel, and I don't know if I can kind of show you that, but I had to take the Dremel and actually cut it out to be able to give it the ability to slip over the servo winch right there. That's the only real downside to that. So I did have to Dremel this out just a little bit, and even now pretty much what I have to do to install it is I have to install the front first, kind of push it down like that, install the front clips, and then I can push down the rear clips. But a very slight inconvenience to be able to have the nice addability for the winch. I do it hands down every single day. Next thing I have is the Endura 35 kilogram brushed servo right here. I tried the brushless. The only issue I had with it was every time I'd go in the water, it would short circuit and seal out or fry out, so had to kind of get rid of them. I went through 2 of the brushless versions. I really like the brushless. That's the issue. They're very good speed, very good power, everything behind it. They kept frying out every time I went in the water. So far, this thing never had any issues. You'll see in the video later that we got it in the water. That's why it's all wet right now, because didn't really mean to, but it fell in there. No biggie. That's why everything on here is waterproof. Next thing I have on there is the Quick Fusion, or the Hobby Wing Fusion Pro, the Quick Run. And this guy right here, dude, hands down, 100%. Definitely suggest it. I even have this is the Pro, so the 2300 kilovolt or kilowatt, whatever it is. And The 1800 I actually even have for the SE, Fusion SE, in one of my other rigs, and I love the SE, but the Pro, man, I know it's almost double the cost, but I just suggest it hands down. It just has a whole lot more control behind it, and it's just nicer, really is. But regardless, SE will beat just about everything else out there. As far as brushed, of course, I know a lot of people who really like brushed. I'm just not one of them. Brushless, hands down, every day of the week. Then I got the battery tray here. I haven't removed it yet. I have a buddy that's going to 3D print me a low profile tray. We just haven't gotten to it yet. So right now I've got both of my batteries in here. I just use Ovonic Air 2200 35C batteries. These do phenomenal. I have yet to have any issues out of them. They have really good life. Again, really mainly due to the motor, because it's such a good motor. Then I still have the stock Traxxas micro servos for the diffs, but I do have a TR4 for the transmission. This one went out, so I replaced it with the TR4. That's actually what I replaced all of them with, is the TR4s. So let me see, I think I have one. I'm gonna try to see if I can show you, maybe. No, doesn't look like I do, so never mind. This guy I haven't taped down yet. I just kind of have it sitting there. It just works for what I need it to. It never goes anywhere. Just kind of have it clipped into the little wire clips that Traxxas has integrated into the body right there. Oh, back to the winch. Sorry, I just have a cheap little servo winch controller that I got off of Amazon. Kind of have it right here. You see it. I did kind of seal up the ends with some glue, kind of get in there. That way it's waterproof, because I've sunk this thing, dunked it, everything, and still works. It's fantastic. And then took the back of this off. This is actually the stock Traxxas servo that came on the TRX-4 High Trail. So I took that apart, took all the electronics off of it, and turned this into the servo winch. Fantastic servo winch. It completely lifts it up off the ground, everything. It's good to go. And shoot, I mean, past that, just a whole lot of other little upgrades. Do have some spacers in here on the side rails, so did go ahead and do some 1/2 inch spacers, be able to rise that up and then kind of cut a little bit from the body, so that way it works out perfect. Another thing I did on the body, just because the High Trail is just really flimsy on the sides, I took some shoe glue and some drywall tape, and on both sides went ahead and kind of did that. Let's see if I can kind of show you. There we go. Went ahead and did that to be able to strengthen it up on the sides. And there's your magnets underneath the bed. But back towards the underneath, let's show you. All right, I made this the low trail quotation mark version, or just the standard height version. So I did get rid of the servo drop, and I put the regular stock TRX-4 servo mount location on that. And I did want to go ahead and get rid of the 100mm shocks, and I actually put stock Traxxas 90mm shocks on here. So actually what I did was my TRX-4 Bronco, I put the 100mm shocks back here and then took these 90mm and put over there, and it drops. You can kind of see those back wheels drop a little bit lower, mounted it in the most forward position, and it gives it a little bit more articulation here in the back, so that way it still has good ground clearance, but keep the articulation. And doing it this, it makes it so it does not tip over near as easy as it used to. Do have brass knuckles, C-hubs, and brass pretty much everything else. So on the back, the only thing that I have brass is just the outer portal covers. Just the outer portal covers are brass, the inners are not. All right, well, now that we've kind of gone over that stuff, let's go ahead, put it on the rocks, and show a little bit of driving. bye.